What's up, guys? Drifty here from Driftwood Gaming, and in the last tutorial for RPG Maker, I showed you guys the repeatable, or how to create the repeatable dungeon and repeatable loot tables, randomized loot tables. But I didn't really illustrate my gameplay for the dungeon. So I've played through the game to do some balancing. I've had to stop and restart several times, but I've managed to get up to level 19 without encountering any game-breaking bugs. And I thought I would just run through the game real quick for you guys to see the repeatable dungeon and what it would actually look like if you were playing the game. So you run in here, and if you were to just go past here, there's like a barrier. So we could, oh, we got an easy fight. So every time we come across one of those things, those circles, those pentagram things, a random fight from, not the bosses. I took the bosses out of the randomized tables, but and I forgot, there's another bug. I forgot to add TP. Oh no, that's not the TP move. That's fine. That just gives her defense. So most of the moves, actually all of these moves, everything that's in the game right now for ability wise is custom. So they all have one ability that does certain things that like increases their stats. So if they're gonna fight something hard and it's worth spending a round, they could use an ability to power up first. This slimes are like probably the weakest thing in the game. So, and I'm already level 19. So right now these things should die in like 1 or 2 hits. Only one that survived was the fire slime because he has a natural resistance to fire. So I'm using a lot of Yanfly scripts because he's awesome and his scripts are compatible with a lot of things. This is the aftermath one where you see what you got from the fight. Another random battle. Ooh, this isn't this isn't the hardest one, but this isn't an easy fight either. Probably I shouldn't have a problem doing it at level 19. Pretty much everything except for boss fights. Well, no, there's a few fights that I can't win at level 19. The game right now it's an alpha. It's just a prototype, just to hold me over till RPG Maker MB comes out, which is coming out in 14 hours. So I'm stoked. I'm gonna start a new game. I could transfer this game over, but you know, I just want to start a new game. I'll keep this one running along the side of it. And I think we're gonna do the AOE because there's 4 of them. All of these skills that they're using, they get stronger as I use them. So they all add 1 to, they all call a common event in the background when they're used. And what the common event does, well, one of the common events that it calls, it adds to a variable. And every wizard has an element. The name of the game is Level Up Your Wizard because I'm super creative like that. And every wizard has like one element that they specialize in, and they all have a skill level. So there's like a wind skill level, a fire skill level, and every time they use one of those custom magics, they add to a variable. I better watch that HP. And so the idea is not only do they get more stat points, because it's not like a direct number like the variable is the damage. It's a regular damage modifier. I think I showed it in the past videos. It's like magic caster's magic attack times 4 minus defender's defense magic defense times 2, and then on top of that it's adding a set number depending on the level of the skill. Like for this one, the strat is a single target. It's the weakest, but they all add 1, so it doesn't matter which skill you use. It's always gonna add a set number 1 in all cases to the damage of the next spell cast. And that variable is also used to modify a different variable. Wow, that was a mean critical hit, and luckily survived that. I think I'm going to. It's got so much TP though. I think I'll have enough to. A lot of time has been spent and gone into balancing the numbers, and a lot of times I'll just start a battle, halfway through realize this is too easy for the level, and then close the game and then rebalance some numbers and then restart the game again. I've restarted the game several times, and that's what you really have to do, is kind of start from the beginning each time you change anything significant. and you want to challenge the players, but you don't want to have it where they're just smashing attack, 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 and there's no challenge. Because I like games that are sort of grindy, but not to the point where you're just smashing the same button. Like when you have to think, okay, how much TP do I got? How much life do I have? What would be the best move to do here? And the situation won't always call for the same thing. And that's what I'm striving to do is create challenging combat, but also at the same time not super grindy, where everything feels like a boss fight and it takes all day to win. This was a long fight because this is one of the harder fights in the game, but I think it wasn't too bad for level 19. I think you would normally encounter these creatures around like level 15, 12 to 15 when you first get the ship. So yeah, we get up to here, there's a barrier, we can't get across, because there's 5 random fights, and you have to fight all 5, and there's a switch past these 3. Oh, I think it's game over, guys. This is the hardest fight in the loot table, in the random loot tables. Yeah, this is going to be game. Most likely will not be able to beat 2, maybe 1 at level 19. These are like what I'm aiming for around level 25, so these guys are about 6 levels above the party's level right now. And on top of that, there's 2 of them. I don't want to nerf them because I have nerfed them already. They used to have triple attack, and now they have dual attack. But yeah, this is game. These guys, that's the whole point about this random loot, random dungeon, because you could have all slimes and get the random chest at the end, but you could also die in the first fight to assassins. Eventually you're going to get to a point to where even the hardest fight is easy, but I'll keep adding monsters to where I'm going to have levels, like not just one random dungeon but multiple random dungeons. I do want to show you guys when you finally get to the end. And I knew that there was a good chance that I would die before, so I was going to just show you guys. When you finally get to the end, there's no like special boss on each level, but there will be eventually. I'm thinking of like an idea for a mimic boss. You could leave comments in the suggestion box at the bottom if you want to influence the game. You finally take all 3 of the other circles, you hit the switch, and then the barrier goes down, you come back over here. And then you go to the treasure chest, and that was a very crappy drop, a healthy water. You get those for free at the beginning of the game if you go to the well, but that's basically what happens. You get kicked out of the dungeon, and you can go talk to this NPC to go back into the dungeon, but you could get an airship. That's the strongest thing you can get from the random loot dungeon. Is there's 126 possibilities that you can get from that chest at the end. And at the very end is the airship. Of course, you have just as much chance to get healthy water as you do to get the airship. So it's random, and it'll give players something to do. Like, you want to get the airship to fly, this is how you get it. But that's temporary. I do manage to put the airship in the storyline, and you won't get it before that. But the storyline is the last thing I usually do. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna let you guys go now. This was just a run through the dungeon one time, so you guys can get an idea of like what it was like and what it's gonna the near final product is gonna look like. Thank you guys for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Like, favorite, share with your friends, and if you want more content like this, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. It makes a difference and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you guys for watching, and stay classy. See you guys next time.